Welcome. Hey everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of The Writing Lair. Greetings readers, writers, and fans of the dark, mysterious, paranormal. It feels good actually to be back in front of the microphone and the camera. It's been a few weeks, maybe a month since I've last done one of these videos, and so it does feel good to be starting out and to be returning. So this is my big return after a bout with the dreaded Covid-19 virus. So I was just going to tell you guys a little bit about it and the little progress update and book recommendations. So for those of you who are just tuning in, this is your first time here. My name is Brady Longmore. I'm an independently published author. I have 4 books currently in publication. I am right now working on my 5th novel, hopefully to be published sometime in the next few months. Almost done with it. So if you are you like to read, you like to write, you're looking for writing tips and book recommendations and just all that kind of thing, and on top of that, you're a fan of the dark, mysterious, and paranormal, please subscribe, like the video, subscribe, help me out, join my little gang here I've got working on, and I'll promise to do my best to bring you some solid videos from here. I call it the Writing Lair. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump right into this week's episode. Well, as some of you know, if you follow me on Facebook, you know that I released a little message to everyone, just explaining my absence. I've been a little absent. I think I'm gonna tilt this little sucker down a little bit more, maybe. Anyway, so at the beginning of April, no, about a week into April or so. I'll just give you guys, I'm not alone, okay? I know probably a lot of people watching this video have COVID or got it and have been through it, so I know I'm not special, I know I'm not alone, but this is just my personal COVID story, so I'm trying to throw a kind of a humorous light on it, even though it didn't feel humorous at the time. But anyway, I contracted it. I've been pretty good for a year. Really trying to follow all the rules and be very careful. And, my youngest daughter brought it home. I'm guessing she got it at school. And we isolated her. We locked her in her room. We did all the things. And it didn't matter. I still got it. My wife got it too. Fortunately, hers wasn't that bad. It was a few days. But for me, it was a solid 2.5 weeks of just misery. So let me tell you, for me, I'm joking that I must have caught some mutant virulent strain, but I know I'm actually lucky. I didn't have to be hospitalized or anything like that. But let me tell you, there it was. I had all the symptoms. I lost my taste. I lost my sense of smell. No appetite. Extremely weak and unmotivated. Respiratory issues, headache all the time, pounding headache, fever, chills. The chills were so bad that they hurt. I don't know if when you get it, I think it was the sensitivity, like my nerves were just like, the body aches, the joint pain and all that. That includes your skin. Like if someone came up and rubbed my back, it was like, it was like my cat. And it's extra sensitive. So if I got a chill, it actually was painful to get a chill. When your skin's, when you get goosebumps, it was a painful experience. It's just horrible. And I I was telling my wife, I was like, it's being this sick or having like COVID, it's kind of like being in some kind of strange out of body alternate reality. And you're not yourself. I had absolutely no motivation. My thoughts are just off in crazy places. I'm having insane dreams. One night I dreamed I was kind of having this lucid dream. You're kind of half awake, half asleep, pounding headache, sweats and chills, and I'm dreaming that I'm on this. This isn't political commentary. I don't know why my brain dragged this up, but I dreamed I was sleeping on a starfish shaped pillow that was designed and given to me by Black Lives Matter. For some reason, maybe I read some political article before bed. So I'm sleeping on my Black Lives Matter pillow. Um, and I'm playing through my head. Okay, the whole 2 weeks. Okay, I had a theme song for my sickness, and it was, what's the song? It's okay. So what I did is I was sick. I couldn't do anything. Okay, just getting up and walking around would leave me winded and exhausted. So just leaving the living room couch to go back to the bedroom or something, I'd come back to the couch and be like, and you try to cough, and your cough is more like a wheezing huff. Anyway, it's a real virus. I mean, the thing is real. The thing is it was ugly. But anyway, I'm sitting there. I'm flipping through Amazon. It's all I did for 2 weeks is watch TV shows. I couldn't even read. Even reading, and let alone forget writing anything. But even reading a book was just awful. All I could do is just be kind of like have this zoned out and just watch TV. That was about all I did. So I noticed Breakfast at Tiffany's was on Amazon Prime, and I was like, I've never seen that one. I like classic movies. And so I thought, I'll watch Breakfast at Tiffany's with Audrey Hepburn and George Papard from the A-Team, Hannibal. Anyway, I thought it could be good. So there's this song that plays a lot in that show, and I was just feeling extra sick, and it's Moon River by Andy Williams, and they play it like a lot. I think it's just like in different versions. There's or there's classical versions, and there's just little twains of it playing in the background all the time. And, Moon River, and that's the soundtrack of my COVID is Moon River. So I'm laying there on my Black Lives Matter pillow, Moon River playing through my head over and over. It was insane, and I just wanted to lose my mind. I think I was losing my mind. For 3 days in a row, my wife asked me if I needed to go to the hospital, and I was like, I can still breathe. I think that's the point. As long as you can still breathe and you're not gasping for air, you're okay. So I just had to gut it out. Ibuprofen, Tylenol. And the worst part was just the drudgery. The day in, the day out. It's just, you wake up every morning expecting to feel some kind of improvement, and you don't. At least I didn't. It's just, I've gotten sick before. I don't get sick very often. I don't know why. I've just always been lucky that way. But there's a few times in my life I've gotten really sick, curled up in bed like this and just sick. But it's gone after 24 hours, or you wake up the next morning feeling a little better, and then the next day a little better. This was just every day. Wake up with a fever. You cough and your head splits open and just weak and no appetite. And it was, just in this strange delusions and bizarro world state of mind anyway. That was COVID for me. And then just magically, though, one day I did wake up and I was like, light at the end of the tunnel. I finally woke up one morning without a fever. So got through it. But that's why you haven't heard from me. No Writing Lair videos, no posts on Facebook, and I didn't want to make a big issue out of it and act like I was trying to get everyone's sympathy at the time, so I just kind of stayed silent and decided to suffer through it. And then I thought, then after it's over, I'll talk about it. But I know I'm not the only one, and I know I'm very fortunate and blessed that it wasn't worse for me. It felt terrible, but I know lots of people have had much worse. So be careful out there. I can tell you right now that it's the real deal. It's not just like a little. I mean, maybe for some people it's not a big deal, but for me it was kind of felt touch and go there a few times. So anyway, that's enough of that. I'm glad I'm through it. I'm supposed to, I'm trying to get my life back to normal. It feels like I've returned from some strange journey into some other world, and now I've come back. That's almost how it feels, even though it's only been a few weeks. But that's how it feels. But it's good to be back back to this world. So that's my COVID story. Let's see, how many minutes am I running now at this point? Okay, I'll probably be wrapping this up. I don't have a whole lot to report, so not a lot of progress. I didn't do anything. Didn't do any writing. I just, recovered and watched lots and lots of Netflix and Amazon. So no progress. But tonight, as I record this, I'm pulling an all-nighter. And when I'm done recording this and uploading it, I'm going to dive into my next novel and get it going. So tonight marks my return, my triumphant return. So anyway, I appreciate everyone's patience, and appreciate your kind messages and stuff that I got from people that were aware of what I was going through. I wanted to do a book recommendation for the week. So this week's book recommendation for everyone is, let's see if I can hold it up here good enough. It's known as 13th Warrior by Michael Crichton, or Eaters of the Dead. But they made the movie, it's called The 13th Warrior, but before the movie was made, it was Eaters of the Dead. Michael Crichton, if you don't know, is famous for writing Jurassic Park and Congo. He also wrote that. I picked this book up several years ago. God, it's almost been probably 20 years ago or more. I picked this book up at an airport. I was on the way to. It's a short book. I was on a flight flying to Boston, and I read the whole book on the flight, and I could not put it down. So this is one of the few books in my life where I have read more than once. A lot of books, even books I really like, I don't read more than once because I have a long list of books I want to get through. But this is one I have read more than once because it's that good. And it's written kind of like a. In fact, I was fooled at first when I was on the plane. I thought I was reading a real account, and it takes a real account of an Arab. I can't remember if he's a Persian or, but back in the day, this Arab named Ibn Fadlan, played by Antonio Banderas in the movie, through a series of missteps and a series of unfortunate events, ends up being put as traveling with a band of Vikings. It's kind of a retelling of Beowulf, and it's mixed with real documentation, or I guess, and real accounts from this character, because Ibn Fadlan was a real person who really did travel into the Northlands, and so Crichton does a really good job of mixing fact with fiction, and you don't know in this book from one minute to the next if you're reading reality or fiction. And when I was on the plane, I was my traveling partner. I kept showing him I can't believe this. Look at this. This is crazy. Anyway, I had to research it after I got back from Boston and realized, oh, okay. Oh, fiction. Oh, okay. So check it out. The movie doesn't even come close to doing this book justice. How many pages is it? 277 pages. You could read it in a few hours. So I suggest you go pick it up, listen to it on Audible if it's on there. I haven't looked, but I bet it is. Great book by a great author. Michael Crichton's one of the best. Anyway, so with that, I'm going to sign off, and I hope you're all doing really good. I hope this video finds everyone in good health, and appreciate you guys, your support, and I appreciate your patience with me, and I promise I'll be climbing back into the saddle here tonight, and hopefully, getting back to normal now, and all that. So anyway, that's going to do it for now, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Help me grow my channel, and until we meet again, happy reading.
There do I see my mother and my sisters and my brothers. Lo, there do I see the line of
my people, back to the beginning.
Lo, they do call to me. They bid me take my place among them.
In the halls of Valhalla.